Hey guys, Coach Nadina here, one of the leaders of this clean eating group. I wanted to keep this video kind of as quick as I can. I got a lot to tell you, so I'm going to go through it very quickly. You can watch this back if you want to, but I'm just going to I got some notes and I'm going to try to buzz through everything. So you've joined our group and we're super happy about that, and now you're ready to prep. So we gave you this. It is just the chart, just very generic like chart of the days of the week and breaking down into basically like 6 meals a day. So this is kind of the way that we want you to try to eat this week for the 7 days to keep your body fueled, to keep your levels all kind of as even as we can so that you're not quite as hungry, so that we can get past the processed foods and past the sugar and all that and get it all out of your body, and do that as smooth as we can, and then move on throughout the week where you start feeling the energy and feeling amazing, and your body is able to soak in all of the good nutrients that you're taking in. So I'm going to teach you how to go from that to this. I know it's backwards here, but I've just got kind of like a little simple kind of plan for you on how to do that. You're welcome to do this any way you want to, but I just wanted to give you something to kind of go off of. Okay, so first of all, I've got everything color coded here, and each macronutrient has a color. So red is protein, green is veggies, yellow is carbs, purple's fruits, blue is like good fats, and the orange we use just very sparingly. That's for your cheat stuff, and that's for like your seeds and dressings and stuff like that you want to use in very, very sparing amounts. So this is based off of what we do with the 21-day fix. So my hope is that we can kind of teach you how this works and get you to be eating the right portions and the right foods. And then after we're done with this group, we want to invite you to come into something like the 21-day fix challenge group, where you can continue your journey. And on average, people will lose in this group about 5 or 6 pounds just in the 7 days. And then after this, if you go on with us to a challenge and drinking Shakeology and just working out simple 30-minute workouts a day, you're going to start getting stronger, and you're going to learn a whole lot more about portions and about food and just what works for your body and what doesn't. So that's why I've kind of decided to do it in the color-coded system that we do with the 21-day fix. So the first thing that I want you to do is to grab your paper and write at the bottom of it, take markers and put a red dot and put protein, and then put 4 to 5, because you're going to be wanting like 4 to 5 servings a day of a protein. Green, put a green dot and put 4 to 5 veggie servings, and then put a yellow dot, put 2 to 3 carb servings, purple dot and put about 2 fruit servings, a blue dot and put 1 good fat serving, and then an orange dot, and then just put that we're going to use that very sparingly. So that kind of gives you the guideline at the bottom here of what you're doing, so that when you start filling in, you can just fill the dots and you can easily see, am I up to like 4 servings of carbs a day because that's what I was thinking I wanted to eat? Well, then you can start moving stuff around. So the next thing I want you to do, the most important thing to keep your body full and to keep the cravings, start to get the cravings away, is to incorporate a lot of protein, lean protein, into your diet. So the next thing I want you to do is go through your list of the foods. That's why we had you mark down what foods you liked. And if you haven't done this, please do it. Even if you just do it on your own, mark down on a piece of paper your carbs, all those servings that I just talked about, and put your top like 4 or 5 based off of our clean eating list. So if it's on the list, you can have it. So then you're going to write down, like for instance, proteins. You're going to go through and you're going to put a red dot under each, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or whatever, at least throughout the day. Now you can have 4 or 5 servings of protein. So place your other proteins in places where you think you're going to need it more often. So you got to look at your day. Are you working out? Are you working out more than once a day? Like, for instance, on Mondays, I get up every morning and I work out. I do a workout at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I also have a fit club at night on Mondays. So I need a little bit more protein, and I need to space that and put it in exact spots when the days that I have fit club. So my protein is like an egg in the morning, and then like chicken, and Shakeology counts as a protein. And so if you are drinking Shakeology for this week, or if you just have it and you're drinking it, use that every single day as a protein somewhere. It does not have to be in the same spot. It can be anywhere that you want to. It can be a snack, it can be a meal, whatever, because basically this is just 6 meals a day. So we're not eating like big amounts at one time. We're kind of just eating a little bit, like kind of a little bit all day long. So you're going to be filling it in. You're just going to fill in. You're going to go based on all those numbers that we just talked about, and just fill in. Start filling in where you want things, and use a pencil, and you can erase stuff. And some tips to fill that in is that make sure that you are looking, first of all, at your schedule. What are you doing? What do you have going on? Are you going to be gone? Are you at work? Do you have access to a blender for your Shakeology? Do you need to have a refrigerator near you, or you won't have one, or whatever? So think about that stuff. Write it down. Write down things that are happening in your week, such as any doctor's appointments, any games, or anything that you're in or your kids are in, and stuff like that. Use it as your calendar. Write that stuff in there so that you know what's going on. Or even on the weekends, you might have like something to go to where there's going to be temptations. So you're going to want to strategically place like your protein and your Shakeology and stuff right before you leave for those events, so that you're more full. You'll be less likely to go and just binge, and you'll be more in control. And then the next thing you want to do is understand that, first of all, that as far as Shakeology goes, it is a meal, and you can put it anywhere you want to, but it does not have to be in the same spot every day. So if you want it like breakfast one day, a snack in the middle of the day the next day, a dinner the next day, or whatever, do that. If you have like a big sweet tooth, you crave things you think in the evening, I would place it more towards the evening, because it is kind of tastes like a dessert. So it is something that's going to help you to not sit down and just say, screw it, I'm just having a bowl of ice cream, So place that in the evening a little bit more, and then you'll have more control over your evenings. It's okay to eat the same meal repeatedly each day. So if you find something you really like and you're like, I just love that, put it in every day. Put it every single day if you want to, for one meal. Think about what you're buying, and think about what where you need to put it as far as like things that go bad first. So bananas and strawberries and some of that fresh produce is going to go bad faster than maybe your avocados and your apples and your pears and stuff. So try to keep that stuff like earlier in the week, and then that way you won't be wasting any food. It's okay. Now, a lot of people do prep on Sundays, which I do like to do, but it's okay if you need to prep 2 or 3 times a day. I'm like a fresh food girl. Like I can't make a salad and eat it like 3 days later or something. So what I do is I prep on Sundays. I prep like the meats and stuff like that, and I find different ways that I like to eat chicken, whether it's shredded up or it's ground, or ground chicken that's been marinated, or it's different things. And we will share those tips with you during the week. You're going to see little videos, mini videos from Kelly and I for videos on exactly how are we going to do this and how do you prep and whatever. So you want to go ahead and just like prep as much as you can, but what I do is in the mornings when I'm packing my kids' lunches, that's when I will pull out my stuff, and I can make a plate with my salad or something if that's what I have on my menu for the day, or whatever it is. Do some kind of prep, cut up some fruits or whatever, because I just like it really fresh. So okay, let's keep going here. Take a picture of once you're done with this whole chart and you've got everything filled in and everything, take a picture of it and put it on your phone. And that way you've got it with you, like you've got it with you all the time. So if you're at work or you're at somebody's house or you're whatever, you've got it with you, and you know what you're kind of supposed to eat, you know what those portions are and stuff. And if you need to adjust things, then you can just, do what you got to do while you're out. And then when you get home, erase it and swap it with something else or whatever. Make sure you're having water all day long. You want to drink half your body weight in water throughout the day in ounces. So, for instance, if you weighed 120 pounds, you want to drink at least 60 ounces of water every day. So just keep a water bottle, your favorite water bottle, filled up, sip on it all day, and you should be able to reach that. Drink some water before your meal if you want to, and that will help you to, eat a little bit less. Eat off small plates. These are things that we're going to give you tips on in the videos too during the week, but eat off small plates so that you look like you have more food on your plate and you won't just overdo the portions. Make sure that you keep in your car or your purse or whatever, like I like to keep like a package of Shakeology, an apple, maybe some almonds or something. That way, if I am in a pinch and I'm out and I'm like, I was supposed to be home by now and I'm supposed to eat by now, I can just snack on that and stay on track and not get to the point where I'm starving and I walk in the door, I'm like, I don't care, whatever, I just want to eat, or that you're, stopping at fast food or whatever. And you can munch on stuff if you needed to stop somewhere for your kids. And, sometimes they need those French fries and whatever. If you needed to stop for them, you're more likely to not get yourself something if you've got something to snack on to keep you held over until you can get home. At night, make sure that you're trying not to eat past, this depends on your schedule. Some people work third shift and they're going to have total different shifts and stuff, but in general, if you've got the normal kind of schedule, try not to eat past about 7 o'clock. So if that's a hard time for you, you can drink Shakeology, you can drink water, another big tip is brush your teeth. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but brush your teeth or gargle with mouthwash or whatever. Once you get that, clean mouth or whatever, you're less likely to be like, I'm just going to grab some snacks and sit here on the couch and watch TV and whatever. So that's a little tip. Your fruits in your plan, try to keep them earlier in the day, okay? So try to keep them up towards the morning time, in the morning, afternoon time, because there's a lot of natural fruits and sugar, and so you don't want that to be sitting in your body at 7 o'clock at night and then converting into fat while you're sleeping. So try to keep those up, but when you're first starting out, sometimes we're trying to get the sugar out of your body, and you're going to be like, if you're a sugar person and you have a sweet tooth, you're going to be like, I just want like something sweet at night, And so for the first couple of days, it's okay if you placed kind of those sweeter things or fruits or something like that down towards the bottom, because you'll have something to have that's kind of sweet that will keep you from just saying, screw it, I'm just going to have a bowl of ice cream. So I have, like, for instance, under Monday, I have Greek yogurt with a drizzle of real raw honey on it. That's something sweet to me, and I might even take, like, cocoa almonds or something. Just take, like, 3 of them and just crush them up and put them in there or something. And just a little pinch bowl, just something small. But that would give me something to where I didn't feel completely deprived. Like, I was like, I'm really want something sweet, and I can't have it, And then as the week goes on, you're going to gain more control, because as that sugar gets out of your body, you're going to be like, wow, I'm doing really good. I can, my snacks now can just be like almonds or, half of an avocado or something. I don't know. I like to eat that. So that's a little tip for you, to just keep the fruits a little bit earlier in the day, except those first couple of days, to help you get over the hump of getting the sugar out of your body. Shakeology, make sure you count it as a protein, and if you add fruit in there, go ahead and add that as one of your fruits for the day. If you are, feeling like you don't have to count like everything that's in it, like the almond milk and stuff like that. We just count it like as one protein. So you can add stuff to it if you feel like you need to beef it up a little bit for that meal because you're getting ready to go do this awesome workout or something like that. Sometimes I do that. I'll even add like uncooked oatmeal to mine, and then like vanilla Shakeology and a little pinch of vanilla extract, and just blend it up with ice and almond milk and stuff, and it's like a breakfast on the go. I love it. It's like a peaches and cream. But okay, so next, make sure that you wash and cut all of your vegetables when you're prepping your fruits and veggies and stuff. Wash them all up. And a little tip for you is to put them in little individual snack size baggies and keep them in the fridge. Keep a little container in the fridge and keep them stacked up in there. If you make these healthy foods as easy to access as running in the pantry and grabbing a bag of chips, then you're more likely to eat them. And actually, so are your kids. So what I do is I keep water cups, little cups in the door of the fridge, and my kids, I make it easier for them to grab than like having to take out, pop or whatever and pour it into a thing. So they'll grab a little cup and they'll just put it under the water thing and just get their water. So if you make it super easy, they'll grab it. You'll be surprised. You'll have to make extras for your kids because they'll be grabbing little baggies and stacking on them, and you'll be like, wow, my kids are eating better than, they would if I hadn't been doing this. So same with fruits, if you want to, if you have grapes or sliced apples or things like that. So well, let's see what else. Protein bars. Somebody was asking me about protein bars. For this 7 days, I would like for you to stay away from protein bars if you can, because there is a lot of stuff in them, and a lot of them have sugars or different things. So it's best to just stay away from them for the 7 days if you can. However, if you're out and I do keep one in my purse, because if I'm out, again, that's way better than going to fast food or coming home and binging. So I do keep one on hand. Um, let's see. We already did that. If you really want to track your food and you want to know exactly what nutrients are in them, and you want to make it very duplicable, you want to take your dinners that you make for your family and you want to plug in all the ingredients and be able to know what a portion of that is, exactly how many calories and how much fat and how much this and that is in it, you can use an app called MyFitnessPal. And I know there's a few other ones, like Lose It, I think, is one that people use, but it's very time consuming to get that all set up and stuff, and to be checking in and putting your food in there all the time. But it does work. It's the way I started, and it really keeps you from where you can see it, and you can see exactly what you're supposed to have. So if you really want a cookie, you're going to be like, well, that's going to leave me like where I have no more calories for the day. So it keeps you from eating that cookie, or really understanding like, hey, I got these Girl Scout cookies out, and if I eat 4 of these, or heaven forbid a sleeve of Thin Mints or something, like I'm just screwed for the day. So kind of helps you see it and keep it in check. It's okay to take a protein or whatever it is and divide it into 2 meals, or a fruit or something. So say you have an apple and you're like, you know what, I want half of it on my salad and I want half of it with my breakfast or whatever. That can be 1 fruit, but you can divide it into 2 for the day. So you can put, that's why some of these you see extra dots on here for me, where you're like, well, she's telling me to eat 4 proteins, but she's got 6 on hers, That's why, because sometimes I'll take one serving and divide it into 2. Let's see. Try to stay away from the salty lunch meats and stuff like that. Those aren't really like real meat, I hate to tell you, but a little bit is okay. Try to go for like low sodium or something like that, and maybe once a week or a couple times a week or something, you can have a couple of slices. If you do that, I would say put it on like a bed of lettuce or something, or in a lettuce wrap, and do something like that. Put stuff in there to flavor it up, like hot sauce, like banana peppers, mustard, stuff like that. That won't add calories, but it will make you have like a sandwich without bread type of a thing, okay? And remember, the bread portions and stuff, really it's only like 1 piece of bread. So you can have like open-faced bread or something if you're not having, if you have one of the carbs for the day and you have whole wheat bread, make sure it says 100% whole wheat bread, but you can have an open-faced sandwich. What else? Let's see. I went over a few of the ideas to flavor your food without the calories, but stuff like hot sauce, sriracha sauce, lemon, Mrs. Dash, Tajin seasoning, banana peppers. Like there's a lot of different ways. We'll do another post on that as well, a little video post or a picture post or something, where you can see all the different ways, and fresh herbs and basil and cilantro, and I use a lot of that stuff. And then I will do a video too later in the week about these meal prep containers. There's these little containers I buy through Amazon, and they have sections in them. So then when I prep on Sundays, I know I'm a fresh food girl, I told you, but some of the like more meals, like dinner things or whatever, I can put in these containers. Well, I'll have like chicken, and I'll have some sweet potato, and I'll have some like broccoli or whatever. And then I just stack them up in my fridge, and then I'm more likely to just grab that. And even if I'm making like a separate dinner for my family, I'm more likely to just grab my meal out of the fridge, rather than thinking, okay, now I've made like this big spaghetti dinner for my family, and now like I should eat better than this. So I don't want to sit there and make a piece of fish and then make the sweet potato and get everything out and blah 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 after making this whole thing for your family. So make it accessible and easy for you. I will show you those in a picture or video this week. I also will be showing you some other tricks, like I have a zoodler, if you know what that is. You take zucchini and you put it through this thing and it makes noodles, like literally like noodles strands. We'll be talking about spaghetti squash and other ways that you can help to get the carbs if you're a big pasta girl. Like I was a huge pasta person. Like I thought, oh, I'm doing great if I'm eating pasta because it's fat-free. Well, no. So I've learned ways to get control of those pasta cravings and be able to still have, my meat sauce and stuff like that in a healthier way, and put it on spaghetti squash or zoodles or whatever, and I don't feel like I'm missing anything. So just remember, you don't have to be perfect with this. It doesn't have to be 100% or, you've just screwed it up. It goes back to the old, if you drop your phone, don't keep stepping on it until it's broken just because you're like, well, I'm just done now. So make sure you just jump right back in. If you have a cheat, if you have something that you didn't have on your plan or you really think you should not have, put it in orange and just put it in there so you can see. And then at the end of the week, you're really going to be able to see, like, did I follow it? Did I get the results that I should have because I was following this plan? And you can be very honest with yourself about what you cheated on and what you did. And you can even add, like I added in on Sunday, an actual cheat a cheat item, like something. And you know what, by the end, the reason I place that at the end of the week is because when you're eating very clean all week, you might not even want it by the end of the week, but you might, and so in a small portion that would be fine, like something, if you want something chocolate or a piece of cake, or you want to enjoy something with your family, or something like that. But remember, the more you keep the sugar out of your body, the less you crave it. And that is 100% true. If you can get it out of your body for the 7 days, you will feel amazing, and you'll be like, wow, I don't have these cravings that I used to have. So, and then the at the top of this post here, I think it's like in the corner, like in the right hand corner, there should be like a little, kind of like a little V. If you hit that, it should be able to say to save this post. So that way, as this group moves along and everybody's posting and there's more things coming through the feed and everything, if you're searching back for this video, say for instance, you would have it saved. So then you would have off to your left sidebar, you have like all your groups and everything. There's one that says saved, and those are like your saved videos. So you can access it super quickly and watch it back or whatever. Okay, we are at 20 minutes, and I gotta wrap this up so that I cannot take half the day trying to upload it. But I'm really glad you guys are here, and I hope that you get all nice and prepped and everything today. And we are here for you. Any questions at all? This is not something that's going to be like, it just comes super easy and it's just fine. So know that we're all going to have the ups and downs. We're all going to have struggles. Please post as much as you can. Put pictures in, comment underneath each other's stuff, encourage each other, and let's get through the 7 days together. All right? Guys, have a great weekend.